right, let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right, so I saw a news article when I woke up today. First, dude, I've been sleeping in way later than I normally do. Like on the weekends, I usually wake up like
It's because you were
8:30.
unemployed and not expending any energy during the week, so you'd wake up early.
Dude, now I'm fucking exhausted.
yeah.
Dude, I have to go. I have
It's
to
called
be.
being a working man.
I have to get up at like 6:40,
That
like
sucks.
basically every day next week.
Why? Where do you have to go? Do you have to drive an hour to work?
No, but I have to be there at 7:30.
It's disgusting. Who goes to the dentist at 7:30?
Well, we have to get there 15 minutes before we open. We do
To
and
do
we
what?
don't. We do and we
To
don't.
clean?
No, we have to get there just to get like paperwork and shit ready. But
Dude, this has nothing to do with what we plan on leading in with.
yeah, okay. So this is what I meant to bring in. Okay, so I woke up this morning and I've been seeing. I saw this fucking notification and it was from Blue Origin. It's not a Blue Origin notification, but it was a news notification, and it was that the first commercial space flight launched today, and like they're going into like it's just like I think it's 6 regular ass people, not regular, but they're like
Titanic submarine people.
yeah, but
Don't feel bad for them.
don't. Well, why would they feel bad for them,
Wait, they don't crash?
motherfucker?
Then why the fuck are we talking about? I'm kidding. I knew they didn't crash.
I was gonna say, how retarded are you?
I just wanted everyone to think we were about to just shit on the rich for
Holy
dying.
shit!
again.
Hashtag pray for Michael.
Hashtag fuck the wealthy. Just kidding. I believe in capitalism.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy now that we're hitting the stage in capitalism where it's like, hey,
we didn't say that.
if you guys are rich enough and you want to go badly enough, you can go to space.
Yeah, and then if you don't come back, no one will feel bad for you. Just like if you want to go underwater enough to look at the Titanic, no one felt bad for those people when they didn't come back up.
No, anyone.
The stepson of one of them didn't even feel bad. He went to a fucking concert while he was stuck down there.
And this is not even like a wealth disparity issue. If you made less than $150,000, you did not give a fuck about the people who died in the
I'm willing
submersible.
to say under $250,000, dude.
Really?
I really think it's that high.
I think you're probably right. If you collectively in your household,
It might
you
even be
bring in,
millionaires, dude. Millionaires might even be like, fuck those guys. Like
Probably.
like under 10 mil. I feel like they're like, fuck those guys. Above 10 mil, you're like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, no, that is true. It's yeah. I mean, I didn't give a fuck. I only felt bad. There was one person on board that I felt bad for, and it was the son of
Why?
one of the billionaires because it was his dad guilt tripped him into going as
he got
a
guilt
Father's
tripped?
Day gift.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, he was like, "You don't have to get me anything. I just want you to experience
What
this
do you
with
get
me."
a billionaire?
And he exploded his kid.
No, he imploded his
He
kid.
is imploded his kid.
Imploded. That's so much worse than exploding if you think about it. Pressure just squishes you.
Yeah.
That's the worst. At least it'd be quick.
At least the
What do you
fucking
think?
Oh, it was the quickest death
Yeah.
imaginable. But
Yeah.
the thing is, I was watching a new video about it, and it was talking about how it wasn't like they were just floating down and like they just suddenly died like people were saying or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was they lost power and control and they started falling.
Fast.
Yeah, they just started going down way quick, and then at just some point just was just over.
Yeah, it had to be.
So it was terrifying.
Doesn't everything have to descend slowly into the ocean?
No, because
Is that what happened?
No, so the thing is that they had weights attached to the bottom of the submersible, and it allows them to be dragged down to the bottom of the ocean while having all the oxygen in the submarine. So what happened was once they lost power and connection, they couldn't because they had a failsafe on the on like
PS4 controller.
yeah, but it was supposed to disengage the weights, so if anything happened, they could just float back up.
Guys,
But they lost power and they couldn't fucking hit it.
if you're like a poor or normal person and they're like, you want a free trip to look at the Titanic ship underwater, they had to have tried to do it with normal people first to see if it would explode or not, right? They couldn't have just started with billionaires.
You would imagine.
Yeah, so it must have gone well the first time.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It should have, or
That's how you know God's real.
Oh
kidding.
yeah, he's keeping people in check.
Yeah.
He's like, as soon as one of these fucking billionaires
Looks
step out
at
of
the
the line, I'm
Titanic,
gonna take them
fucking
all
take
out.
'em all out.
I think they were all billionaires.
They had to have been. It probably cost a shit ton of money to go look at the Titanic.
And I think the dude who owned the company was, I mean, he was on the ship, but I think he was if he wasn't a billionaire, he was rich as fuck.
Dude, do you remember Firefest?
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for the people that got scammed at Firefest either, do you?
No, but it was also people like our age
I
who were
don't-
like
dude, they're
retarded on
stupid.
Instagram who are
Yeah,
like,
I'm
oh
glad
my
they got
god,
scammed.
this festival is gonna be crazy. Buy our tickets now. Monica, send me $250. No, it was like, I think it was like $1,500 a ticket.
Yeah,
It was mad
hell. I
expensive.
didn't feel bad for those
Dude,
people.
not only did the entire thing crumble, they were like a good amount of people showed up on the first day.
Yeah.
Dude, and they were like sleeping on the beach. They had like ham and cheese sandwiches like to feed them and like water. Dude, it was
Terrible.
rough. Yeah.
It was a $1,500 experience for sure.
Oh my god.
I don't even think the musical acts
I don't feel
showed
bad
up.
for him. I don't feel bad. No.
Of course they didn't.
They were like, because the shit started hitting Twitter like right as the music, like the artists were supposed to start like leaving to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like white people who were like stranded and they were like crying and they're like, my dad's a lawyer, we're gonna sue. And they're like, fuck that, I'm not going to this goddamn beach. Fuck that noise.
You know what's crazy? That Amsterdam was the first country to openly be tired of, or Amsterdam was the first city to openly be tired of the Palestine riots. Dude, they bulldozed an entire tent town of rioters or protesters.
Really?
They bulldozed it and then arrested 125 people. If you had to guess which city would be first to do that, it would not be fucking Amsterdam, the place with legal everything.
Yeah, what are they
Red
fucking
light
freaking
district,
out about?
drugs, every drug is legal, and then they freak out over a Palestine protest. How aggressive were those protesters?
How aggressive are the protesters, or how annoying are they? Like,
I
how
think it's the
annoying
same
were they
thing.
being?
Like, if you meet someone that's getting in your face, you count that as aggressive.
Yeah, but also you got to imagine, like, the way people protest in Europe is they just lay down on the road and glue their hands to shit. So they were probably doing shit like that, and it's so annoying. And Amsterdam, I think, exists entirely on tourism.
Yeah.
So if you have people who are, like, getting in people's faces screaming, like, fuck
Free
Israel.
Palestine.
Yeah, free Palestine. Fuck you. And, like, throwing, like, human or dog shit at people walking by. That's going to, like, people are not going to travel. And that decimate the economy. So, of course, you're going to arrest 100 and fuck, you'd arrest 1,000 people.
Dude, I saw this video on Twitter of this like lady causing a scene at the shore, and then one of the employees is trying to get her to leave, and then like she like grabs them, so the employee pushes her down, and she shits herself getting up.
Oh my god, are
She's
you
just
fucking
shit on the floor now?
Jesus Christ.
She won that fight. She got knocked on her ass and still won the fight because she's not going to clean up that shit.
So she was pushed down, and because she was pushed down, she shit
No,
herself?
she got up, looked at them, and then shit herself onto the floor. Dude, isn't that crazy?
Like, you guys are going to have to deal with this.
Yeah. She didn't say anything, and then she walked out.
That's
an alpha move, dude.
that
That's
kind
an
of
alpha
is
move.
fucking
You
pretty
big
alpha.
dogged her.
Yeah, you're like, now you're going to smell my shit.
I know I've
Goodbye.
said this before, but fun fact about Kohl's, a little department store, I don't know if it's everywhere or not, but if you hear Code Brown on the employee radios, it means that someone shit in pants and left them in the dressing room.
That how often does that happen? It has its own code.
Pretty
name.
often. They have Code Brown and Code Yellow.
I assume code yellow is for when
Piss.
someone pisses. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've thought about it before. Not gonna lie, you're a kid and you have to pee, or you're even an adult. I've done this before, where you're in a dressing room and you have to pee so bad. You're like, I would pay any amount of money right now for this to be a bathroom.
Why are you in dressing rooms like that, dude?
I'm always under I'm never under. I never go into a dressing room, and it's my choice.
Shopping, dude. Yeah, why? That must suck.
It's women drag me there, and they say. They're like, relax, because I'm like, as soon as
I
we
get upset too.
As soon as we get to the pants, I'm like a dog at the vet. As soon as the dog sees it's the vet, they start getting antsy and like they start getting all heavy to pick up and shit. That's as soon as we get to the pants section in a fucking Target, dude. I start getting heavy.
Dude, that's as soon as
I
I
start
get to
getting
the mall.
irritable, dude. I start barking and biting. I swear to God. And then my girlfriend's like handing me pants to hold. She's like, here. And they're all like different sizes, so it doesn't make sense. And she's like, we're finding your size. We're finding what fits. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. So I have 7 pairs of pants. I look like a jackass because they're all different sizes and cuts and shit. I have to try them all on. She comes in there with me. She's looking at me like with these pants on, and she's like, or no, she's not even in there. I have to walk out and go like, how do I look?
Dude,
She's
I
like,
do it.
dude, I put on
I'd make
like
a scene.
I put on like 4 pairs. I'm like, we're choosing
I think I'd make it so we wouldn't go back to that Target.
Dude, it's the worst
I
thing
can't believe
ever.
you didn't make a ginormous scene.
It's the worst
You
thing
make
ever.
a ginormous scene over the littlest shit.
You don't think I was making a scene in that fucking
Dude,
Target,
it should
Michael?
have been a bigger scene.
Michael, you don't think I was making a
started
fucking
throwing shit
It was
around.
I was a problem. There were multiple Target employees. You know how there's like 0 to 1 at like the pants like checking like at the fucking dude. When I was there were 3 employees. One of them was a manager. You don't think I was making a scene? I was. What was
Dude,
talked
you
about?
pussy!
That day.
You were so close to getting asked to leave. You should have kept going.
I didn't realize it until I was already done. When I was done, I gave Mariah like the 3 pairs of pants that we were gonna buy. We put the rest back, and then we checked out.
One time I sat in the middle of a Kroger because my sister's taking too long.
You sat behind a Kroger?
No, I sat in the middle of an aisle at Kroger.
Oh, I've done that before.
Dude, why do people get so pissed?
I don't know. Well, I was laying down.
I just sat there as a child. People got pissed at me.
They're like, "Get up."
Yeah, and I was like,
Get
"No,
up."
Fuck you. I'm Gandhi. You keep yelling at me, I'm going to monk out, motherfucker.
I'm gonna monk out in this
Guys,
fucking
monking
Kroger.
out, since you hear us, it's when you light yourself on fire and form a protest.
Yeah.
It's monkey.
Yeah,
That's how
when
you
you-
ascend to monkism.
Yeah,
It's the
when
most
to
monk-like
truly
thing.
become a monk, you have to pour gasoline on your head and light yourself on
Actually,
fire.
any accelerant is fine. It
Yeah, it
doesn't
is
have
true.
to be gasoline.
It is, but most commonly is
Most
gas,
commonly,
petrol.
it's the easiest to get a hold of. Yeah, so monking out. Do we also want to explain what tossing is?
yeah,
Should go
we
through
should.
all our little.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Tossing is when you've had your arms and your legs cut off and you are thrown off the roof of a building. Hold on, we're going to pause real quick.
1, 2, 3.
All right, sorry, we had to take a little bit of a break. I had to get some blue lemonade, guys.
Back to tossing.
Yeah, so tossing is when you cut somebody's arms and their legs off, right? And then you throw them off of a building, off of the roof of a building. And if they live or die, it really depends. If they live, it's not great because then you get what was it?
Glazed and dumped.
Yeah, what is glazed and dumped again?
Well, when you think about it, people without arms and legs who are criminals aren't going to do very well in, prison.
Right.
So they get, what
Yeah.
happens in prison.
They get tossed around by the inmates a little bit.
yeah, another
Yeah.
version. Yeah, and then they get dumped into the
The Everglades.
the Everglades
Yeah.
face up so they can wait their impending doom.
Yeah. So they get pumped
So
full of
stop
loads
stealing
in
from
prison.
Walmart.
Yeah. So they get pumped full of loads in prison, and then they take them to the Everglades and they put them face up.
So they await the crocodiles and anacondas and Everglades people who I'm sure would not mind glazing them again.
Yeah, just on the
Maybe
fan boat.
continually glazing them forever.
Yeah. They could pick them up. The people who live in Florida have the option to pick them up and take
And
them
that's
home.
worse than prison, probably.
That's probably worse than just getting eaten by a fucking crocodile. Not
Well,
being able to do
prison's
anything
worse than
about it.
getting eaten by a fucking crocodile.
Oh yeah,
you
you're just
think about
you're
it.
an alive. You're a living sex doll. You're a living sex doll, and just your holes are getting violated. And just so you know, it's just your legs that get cut off, not your asshole. So you keep your asshole, just so you know,
And your butt cheeks.
in your cheeks.
It's just above the knee.
I imagine it was like right there.
No, dude, it's just above the
No,
knee.
if you gave them just above the knee, they'd be able to fight and kick.
Okay, it's halfway up the knee.
Right there.
Yeah.
Like where I was saying,
Yeah.
yeah, their thighs.
Yeah, mid-thigh.
Yeah, so you can't do anything. So yeah, that's like that's like what the world we've created.
Yeah, dude.
And now you guys can hear us, which is super rad.
Yeah, so I'm glad you know that. What other phrases do we have? We've covered monking out,
Ascend.
wind toss. Ascend we haven't ever defined, so we're not going to yet.
Yeah, ascend, there's no definition for ascend, no direction
Pimple
really.
predator, that's another form of pedophile.
Yeah.
Map, another word for pedophile.
Well, that's just
Fuck
dude,
you, England.
anyone who uses that word, bro, no, they're not maps. They are pedophiles, and we need to just hit them
Little
in the head
kid
with
fuckers.
hammers. We need to hit them in the head with hammer. If you had a hammer and you saw a dude you know for sure was a pedophile in public, would you hit him in the head and give him a seizure?
Not with a hammer. I would use my hand.
What?
Dude, I could probably hurt someone more with a punch to the face than. Well, no, I could obviously kill him with a hammer.
Yeah, you can kill him.
But I'm not
one
going
strike.
to kill him. I'm going to hurt him.
Oh my god, my nose. Why?
Why would I want to kill someone on the street? Would it be Would it be legal?
Dude,
Is it a
stop
sanctioned murder?
thinking about-
No, because I don't want to go to prison.
you're not gonna go to prison.
Dude, I'm a psychopath. I need to know if there's consequences.
No, dude.
Then
trust
yeah,
me,
I'd
I
kill
know.
him.
There's no one who wants to go to prison less than me.
Yeah, you'd be tossed around.
Yeah.
Little pretty boy over here.
Listen, I'm not getting tossed around in fucking prison, all right? But no, in this scenario, there wouldn't be any consequences. You're not going to jail. Would you hit this pedophile in the head with a hammer and give him seizures?
Yeah. I don't think I'd give him seizures. It'd bury.
Yeah, they would just start.
It wouldn't come back out.
You call his family, be like, start digging the hole.
Yeah. Do you take out this? He's alive right now, but if you take out this hammer, he's fucked.
He's gonna fucking die.
You'll give him an MRI. Dude, having dude,
MRI?
you
You mean
know
fucking?
MRIs? The magnetic resonance
Yeah,
imaging?
it's like the
So
fucking.
it would pull it out viciously.
Oh
It'd
my
go all the. His
God.
head would explode. You know how strong that magnet
I was gonna say
is?
MRI, more like just give him a fucking autopsy, dude. It's over.
Yeah, the MRI makes sure it's over.
It pulls its
They
brain
get
out.
no, it explodes the back of his head worse than a bullet. It'd be like getting hit with like a 250 millimeter artillery shell.
Jesus,
Dude,
Christ.
it's brutal. That's why people with piercings who are stupid enough to go in the MRI machine, they start yelling out in pain. And if you got like a prison tattoo, because it's so high in heavy metals, you cannot get an MRI because it will pull the ink out of your skin.
Holy
You know how
fuck.
painful that is? That has to be the worst. Yeah, MRIs are dangerous if you have any form of metal.
Why don't we give the toss to heavy metal tattoos and then throw them in an MRI machine? I mean, again, this is for like the
their
worst of
reality's
worst of
already
society.
fucked, dude. Their reality's already terrible. We don't need to add more. We can do this for pedophiles.
Okay. Yeah. Full body tattoos. Toss them in an MRI cage.
And watch them lose their mind in pain. That'd have to be the worst way to die. I'm sure that would kill them.
Probably.
Their skin would just come melting
Or
off.
to
Oh,
be-
their skin would just become attached to the machine.
Or if you shot them with BBs, so they didn't go. They just went like a half inch in or like a quarter inch in, and then you threw them in an MRI, and then they all just ripped out like.
Imagine having like a shrapnel in your head. You have, like, imagine having shrapnel in your head, and then you have an emergency. You get in like a car accident.
Fuck would
You
get
get
shrapnel in
you
your
get into a
fucking
car
head?
accident. It happens all the time in like medical TV shows.
Yeah,
I'm sure it happens a
I'm
lot.
sure
But
it
anyway,
does.
you get the shrapnel in your head. You're in a car accident, and they're like, "We need an MRI to save his life." Why the fuck did his head just explode?
Yeah, they'll be like, I guess he had metal shrapnel in his brain when he came in and he didn't say
We
anything.
finished the job. He
Bro.
was unconscious.
Dude, you know what happens when you get shrapnel in your head?
Dude, some
you
people can
die.
live with it.
What are you on about?
Dude, I'm sure there are some people with shrapnel in their head.
I think that's the one place you can get hit by shrapnel and not live. Every other place is pretty fucking safe. Oh yeah, you're gonna
Yeah,
Google
we're
it.
googling it.
Can you
Rant
get
about your
shrapnel
little
in your
fucking
brain?
Rant.
Yeah. Go. Oh yeah. This is not even a rant.
Can you?
Can you die? Yes, survive. Yeah, edge your bets.
Shrapnel.
Yeah, go
Your
for it.
brain.
You're just gonna get a meme that's a black guy looking at you like,
It
bro,
is
what the
very
fuck?
rare medical to survive 50 years with shrapnel within your brain after shrapnel injury. So you can survive.
Yeah, short term, I guess, with metal in your brain. and
It
then you go for
No,
an
it
MRI.
happens a lot because there's a term for it. It's called paranachomia, where
There's
the
a term
metal
for fucking
the
everything.
metal slowly degrades. And I'm not saying you get like a bullet in your brain only. I'm talking like nails in the head. People get nails in their brains and they don't take them out. They get stuck in there, but it's not affecting their life, so they can leave them in.
That's true.
So shit like that happens, and then boom, MRI, head explodes.
like a
like
water.
a water balloon.
Oh,
It's like going to it's like going to the Titanic to look at a submarine. All of a sudden, boom, imploded.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably not a. I mean, it was scary as all shit.
It's a fast death though.
Yeah, that's kind of what you want.
Imagine if you were in it and you saw like a megalodon. If you were slowly descending to the bottom of the ocean, then you saw like a prehistoric sized shark swimming at you. Oh, now I'm gonna have a nightmare about that, and I'm never going in that deep in the ocean. Even if it was the only way to survive like a nuclear war, I'd say I will become a fucking nuclear person.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
Anyone
going into the ocean.
Anyone who wants to survive a nuclear war, bro, you want to live in Fallout?
No.
You want to live in Fallout? Fuck
Dude,
that
no.
shit. It's fun to play video games, dude. If I had to live in there
With
for
ghouls,
5 minutes,
super
dude,
mutants.
I'd be crying. I would be burning shit. I just out of anger. I'd be
Dude,
shooting.
In reality, the
people.
super mutants would have taken over. They're so much stronger, and
But the only problem
they
is
can
that
tank bullets, dude.
the majority of them are dumb as shit.
Yeah, but they also have the suiciders.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the most annoying thing when you're playing Fallout, and then one of the suicide super mutants run up on you, and you don't see them coming.
And when you first really start encountering super mutants,
You
it's
don't know.
close quarters.
yeah.
And it's before you've really gotten like a good shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just running around this fucking open city, and these fucking super mutants running with mini nukes.
Yeah.
You just hear a beep beep, and you're like, oh, I'm already so close, I'm gonna die. Your only chance is to hit VATS, and fucking if you have one of those, what's it called? Like the fucking confirmed shots you can do.
Yeah, criticals.
Yeah,
crits.
hit him right in the head. Other than that, or a leg, and like cripple him so you can run away. Other than that, you're fucked.
Would you want to survive without a fucking leg? You only lost one, your left leg.
Yeah. I'll rock
What
with
if you
it.
lost your left testicle too in the explosion?
I mean, that's the powerhouse.
There's damage there.
Yeah. So I just had one nut. I mean, that happens.
But you have sensory nut pain.
Oh, no.
Constant aching. Yeah,
No.
you wouldn't want to survive without one testicle if there's constant aching.
No.
I get that. I wouldn't want to either.
No.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Any pain down there sucks.
Oh, my God, dude. It's debilitating.
Uh-huh. Imagine
Dude,
just
even when
walking. Imagine in your wheelchair and then you start hauling out in pain. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, my testicle hurt again.
My ghost
My ghost nut
is
hurt.
aching. Yeah.
Shout
No.
out ghost rape.
Yeah. Shout out getting raped by ghosts. Oh, now we're deep enough into the podcast that I can bring this up. Dude,
We've been way past shit that would get a shadow ban, dude. What are you on about?
listen, how disappointed and how disrespected would you feel if your daughter was doing like intense fucking porn? You know, like getting slapped and like fucking someone's pushing her down, pouring water on her head.
Those people's parents don't claim them. Are you kidding me?
How
You think one dad hears that their child's doing porn? Maybe one in like a million because they're a sex pervert and they're like, oh yeah, I really like porn. I won't watch your videos, but I'll read the reviews. That type of shit.
God, Michael, what the
There's one in like a million who'd be a creep like that. And then
Yeah.
everyone else would be like, fuck you, you're not my daughter anymore.
dude, that's
Would
90.
you claim them?
Dude, I don't know. That'd be the hard. No,
you
probably
watch
not.
suddenly there's a video on the internet of your daughter drinking piss. You'd
Oh
claim
my
them so?
God, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Your parents have to die
Because he
before
was
you
talking
drink
about
piss
terrible
on the
porn
internet.
things.
No,
Yeah,
your parents-
exactly.
yeah, your parents.
He
have
brought
to
up
die.
horrible porn, and that's the worst thing I could think of.
That's the worst you can think
Yeah,
of?
I think that's a good line. I think anything else, and it would just be disgusting
Dude, no. That's
to even talk about.
Oh, I mean, yeah, sure to talk about, but dude, that's not even close to the top.
I know it's not the top. there's death videos on the internet, dude. Of course.
But I'm talking about in terms of sex.
I hate when I
Death videos
accidentally
are
stle across
fine.
a death video.
You
might be in the mute,
stumble upon? You mean whenever
like
I
scrolling
send you
on
one?
Twitter. Yeah,
Whenever I
you do that a
send you-
lot.
Do you remember the one I sent you where the dude kicks the flag?
Yeah.
That one stuck with me a little bit because the explosion seemed so wimpy.
Yeah.
And it fucking killed him like straight away. I think it's because they replaced the explosion with a Minecraft sound, so it kind of makes it seem like not as bad. It's when you click a
Imagine
button.
if explosions sounded like that. I would explode shit all the time if it just sounded like poof.
They'd be terrifying.
Yeah, it'd be the worst way to go. You suddenly hear a poof.
And you're like,
and the ground
holy
shakes.
shit, the second floor could be
The
gone.
ground shaking.
At least with like explosions, how they explode and sound now, you can at least like, you can really gauge
Mm-hmm.
how bad something is.
Yeah, dude.
But if they were just like, poof.
If you were a father, what level of porn would you be okay with? Would you be okay with like selling titties on the internet, like pictures of your tits on the internet? Well, you're
Like
you'd be
as
a
a,
mother.
as like
a
my
single
daughter.
father. Let's say you're a single father, and that's bringing in the income. That's the income for your
Bro,
family.
what the fuck
Would
kind
you
of
be okay with pimping
third
out your
world
daughter?
country is this?
It's called Miami, Florida.
No. No, dude.
So I guess you are Hispanic.
Dude, I'm definitely not fucking Hispanic. No, and I'm not going to let my daughter, who's like 18 or 19, sell pictures of her tits on the internet to be the
I
breadwinner.
just wanted to see how much more or character you had, Caleb.
Oh my
I just
God.
wanted to see your
Yeah,
character
way
level.
more than that, dude. How much money would your daughter have to be bringing in for you to be like, all right, let's keep it rolling?
I would if
Keep
I
the
became a
OnlyFans
single
up.
parent. I would give them to my like sister to raise. Of a daughter, I would not be able to. I don't think I could raise a daughter by myself.
You don't think so?
No, I'd visit and I'd pay for everything and I'd talk to her on the phone. But I don't think I could be a present only parent of a daughter. Thank God I have siblings. I wouldn't be able to do it if I didn't have any siblings to like toss them over to.
Yeah. Send them
Like
to
if I was an only child, I wouldn't be
send
able
them
to
to
do it.
their aunt for the summer.
Yeah, I'd have to get in
While
a
you're-
quick relationship.
Yeah. Then you with a guy.
That's why single dads get in relationships
With other
real
men.
quick. No,
Yeah. No. You want to date a guy.
no, I don't want to date a guy.
You want some black dude to be 13 inches up inside you. Just. Oh, Omar. What's his name? Omar. Dude, because he's fucking Muslim, bro.
Why didn't you name him? Why didn't you name him Shaq?
Shaq? You want Shaq in you, dude?
I don't want anyone
He'd
in me.
split your
I don't
ass
even
apart.
want Ghost in me, dude.
You chose a ghost, though. I
Yeah,
did,
because
too.
I didn't-
Everyone did, dude.
I didn't want my
You can't-
phone being
You
stolen.
can't have dude, the ghost would definitely steal our fucking Zoom H5, bro. And a microphone. We would be out. So it'd be like, I'd rather have just gotten raped last night. Genuinely.
Yeah. When
It's-
everyone's getting raped, rape doesn't seem as bad. When it happens to everybody, society's just like, ugh, this sucks.
You could always use it as an excuse, too, to like call in off of like work or be like, I'm going to be like, I'm not
I
coming
need a
in today.
ghost rape day.
I got ghost raped last
I need
night
a
for like
GR
6.5 hours.
This one was slow. He must be on antidepressants. He
I
must
think-
be on good antidepressants.
This one was slow. I think he loved me. I think he really loved me.
He made it tender. He caressed me and kissed my neck.
And then the worst
But it's
part,
weird because I could actually smell him, and he left cum in my butt.
your boss was like, "No, you got raped by a homeless guy. You still have to come in today." Oh, it's not a
Like,
ghost.
get tested first.
Yeah, before you come in.
Oh,
I love
that
to come
really
in,
made
but
me laugh, dude. I really got myself that time.
That caught me off guard. Yeah, the homeless guy slipping in and be like, "Ooh."
He's wearing a sheet, and then he pulled up
And
the
they're
sheet
just
over his waist. And that, did you know the ghosts have legs?
Did you know that?
They have legs.
The craziest thing is every single time I've been raped by a ghost before, you can't see it on camera, but this ghost we recorded the entire thing.
Surprisingly, it was really Asian.
Yeah.
I've never seen a ghost that I could identify, but this one was
Yeah.
like, this one looked like Jackie Chan.
Usually these ghosts have no discernible race, but this one was definitely Vietnamese. He stank like
snuck in.
fuck and
He
was about
snuck in real
5'3", and he raped me for 6.5 hours.
But he was tender, so it's okay.
He's tender. He loves me.
His name's Ping Lao.
Ping-
Lao. the
Ping
ghost.
Lao, if you hear this, please call me. I think we had something special. The worst part is now I feel abandoned.
Dude, that was wild. Why didn't we have that the other 3 fucking podcasts? That energy?
I think we were so hungry the first podcast, then we were exhausted.
Then we were a little tired. But
We were a little tired.
this is gold right here.
Yeah, this is good.
Pong loud.
Ping Lao,
Ping
just
Lao.
raping someone, pretending to be a ghost. So yeah, that's actually it's one of the things in life that you can't
You'd
prevent.
have to watch out, dude.
Well,
If
you
ghost
also
rape was
can't.
real.
You
You'd
can't
have
prevent
to watch
it.
out.
That's
for
just one of
Ping
those
Lao.
things that's going to happen to you at some point in your life. You're gonna get raped for 6.5 hours by a tiny Vietnamese
And
man.
we can't get him to stop. We've tried rehabilitating him, but
No.
Ping Lao just loves you.
No, it's kind of like a shoot on sight. Is if you see a small small Vietnamese guy, they're pretty safe just to
Dude, what?
execute
That's
because
crazy.
they're Ping Laos. But
What do you think they do with mentally
What?
challenged people?
you
who
think
have-
that's crazy? Taking out people who rape people for 6 hours.
what
You're
happens
doing
to the mentally challenged to molest people?
They get fried,
They go to prison.
dude.
Oh,
yeah.
and I've heard about that in
Yeah.
Alabama. The mentally challenged guy that got put down for touching someone.
Dude, in Texas,
That's
dude,
crazy.
back in the day, if they caught you out at a supermarket, they would kill you.
For being mentally challenged?
Yeah. It was like the threshold was so low. They'd be like, "Oh, you're mentally deficient, dude."
Well, I mean, Sweden up until 4 years ago was the same way.
Yeah, which is like, what the fuck were
That's
they
why
doing?
they're all so pretty, dude. Eugenics.
bro.
I mean, you can argue with the methods, but the results.
I mean,
That was a Jim Jeffries joke. I stole that. I'm not claiming it.
Jim Jeffries.
I don't really like
mate.
Jim Jeffries. I don't like the comedians who go out of their way just to shit on religious people.
Because you're a religious
Yeah,
person.
exactly. Just like I'm sure people hate when Tom Segura shits on Arkansas if you live in Arkansas.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like, or like Louisiana. I feel like
Yeah.
some people there can find the comedy in it.
I doubt it.
But it
I don't
why
think you're
does
smart enough.
why does people making fun of religion upset you?
Just the way he does it.
Are your beliefs
'Cause he,
not
like,
rock
no,
solid
no.
enough
No.
for these
He
earthly comedians?
He calls these people like retarded over and over again.
Yeah, man.
And that drives me crazy. I'm like, I'm not a fucking retard, man.
You're not retarded.
You're about to make me join a fucking crusade.
You're gonna sit here and look me in my eyes and say you're not retarded.
Dude, I can actually be intelligent if I want.
Yeah, look in
Yeah.
that camera and be intelligent.
No.
No,
It's my superpower.
I'm just fucking with you. I know it can be. It can get
Dude,
like
yeah, like
annoying.
imagine if I just constantly shit on Asian people and how they're
Dude,
supposed to
we
be good
just
with
did like 10
technology.
minutes about Ping Lao.
Yeah,
I
shut
brought
up, Ping Lao.
executing Ping Laos.
Ping Lao should not be executed. They're just like they're little mascots for towns. They're little spirits of towns.
They're living ghosts.
Dude, that's what all the spirits in like Asian culture are. It's just people going around molesting people at night pretending
it's
to
just
be ghosts.
Ping Laos being like,
Ping
whoa. You think after a
We
while?
got a new term today, in the day that we decided to give a summary of our old terms. That's crazy.
Yeah, we came
Ping
up with
Lao?
some- Ping Lao. We got a couple fucking Ping Laos
Laos
over
over
here.
here.
Someone get a gun. Start executing these goddamn ghosts.
Dude, if you shot a Ping Lao, it'd do some real damage. It'd be like hitting him with a musket
Yo,
ball.
wait, hold on. Did we
It'd be like a musket
wait,
ball.
Did we do something like accidentally racist by calling Ping Laos ghosts? Because isn't there a racist term like that?
Yeah, but I think that's for black people.
Yeah, this is totally different, guys.
Dude, Ping Laos are not black. They're Taiwanese, I think.
No, yeah, they're Vietnamese, and they have to be 5'3" or under.
Yeah, we can hate the Vietnamese. Both of our family members died because of that war. We're allowed to hate Vietnam. Fuck you, Vietnam.
You fucking
Ping Laos.
Y'all, dude, it's just a country of Ping Laos. We try to take them out once. They're strong. They're like the fucking
They're not
Oompa
strong,
Loompas.
but they're sneaky.
They're sneaky. They're resilient, dude. They only need like their entire nutrients is just 3 cigarettes in a day. How are you supposed to
3
take down an
cigarettes
army
in a
that
day?
you only need 3 cigarettes and that's enough water and food for a Ping Lao? They're unstoppable, dude. You just stick them in a tree with a cart and be like, they'll be good until 2027.
They get
this
their cigarettes
beach
and
is
they
held
climb
down.
up in the tree and just start shooting people. out of
Dude,
the
they start
trees.
eating
They
coconuts.
swing
and
from tree to
smoking.
tree like Tarzan.
It was inevitable.
Dude.
You had to napalm the entire fucking country.
We should have just turned it to glass. Why do we get involved in these wars? Why don't we just nuclear option every time instead of putting boots on the
Because
ground?
I've thought about this. Because if we did, other countries would be forced to be like, the actions against that the United States has taken are inhumane and we are no longer allies. Dude, the entire world
Dude,
would turn
here's
on
the
us.
deal.
The
I
entire
feel like
world would
as
turn
soon,
on us.
As soon as we created the weapon and realized how powerful it was, we were like, okay, everyone's going to be able to get this. How can we protect ourselves? And I guarantee you for the last like 80 years, that's all we've been developing. Like we've been developing that nonstop.
What?
A way to protect against nuclear blast for the entire country.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'm sure we had something up our sleeve.
You would.
They
would
just don't want to
hope,
test it, and I
but
don't
it's
want
also
it to be tested.
the United States is so decentralized compared to other countries.
Yeah.
Like we keep shit. We have huge military installations in the middle of the country that are like you would have to post up an ICBM in like fucking Canada to hit.
Dude, we have them in every country or every state.
I'm saying, well, yeah, but I'm saying like we have huge nuclear facilities in like the middle of the country.
We have them all, like a ton in Colorado. Dude,
Yeah,
because
like-
they're all mountains. You know how hard it is to bomb a mountain.
Exactly.
That's how they made District 13. Or not
Dude,
the
when you were
capital.
talking about making nuclear bombs, you kind of had a point where it's like we just need to start dropping because you were saying we need to start dropping more nukes all the time and
Not
they-
all the time.
No,
just when
you
people
said
step
we should
out of
hit every
line.
country at least once every 5 years, which is kind of absurd. But what I'm thinking is they should be like the Olympics. Every 4 years, we randomly pick a country and we nuke them somewhere. Doesn't have to be like we're hitting people.
So we make these tiny countries like compete, and whoever loses first gets a nuke.
I didn't think about that, but I like that idea a lot.
I thought that's what you were going for.
I like that a lot. The nuclear Olympics.
Like Bangladesh versus Laos versus Cambodia.
Oh, dude, we're
Oh wait, Cambodia would never lose.
Cambodia wouldn't lose.
Oh wait, no, Cambodia's not in Africa.
No, it's in Asia.
Why do they name only Asian countries? I guess it's easier to think of tiny Asian countries because all of them are tiny besides China
Yeah,
and Korea and Japan.
Korea's pretty small. Mongolia is the next. Like, and then you get in, like
but
Uzbekistan.
no one lives in Mongolia, do
There's
they?
like 6,000 people that live in Mongolia.
It must be so
And
inhospitable.
like 45 million sheep.
and
That's
like
it.
a billion horses. That's all I hear about Mongolians and horses.
And China wanted to so bad. China wanted
China wanted to be left alone by the Mongolians for a while.
What a sad, sad end to that empire.
Yeah,
Dude,
just because
Mongolia
the
was
family
fucking
fighting.
people up.
Dude, it's like the Muslims. Same thing happened to the Mongolians, it seems like. They were so powerful
family
and then
beef?
family beef happened, yeah.
I guess that's why.
Shout out Mongolians.
That's probably why in North Korea.
Shout out
dude,
your barbecue, man.
the Kim family. They just ice people of their family as soon as they start piping
they
up.
feed them the dogs.
They feed them to dogs, or they explode them with like plane rounds.
How sick of a person you have to be to starve dogs and then feed your own family member to the dogs? That's so fucked. Kim Jong-un did that to his brother
I
or
don't know.
uncle. It was one of them.
I don't know what he did. I knew he killed one of his uncles. He tied them to an artillery, like the barrel of an artillery gun.
And shot it.
Yeah, dude. And then they just turned to dust.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Kim Jong-un, man.
he's brutal. What would you rather? Would you rather be tied to the end of an artillery gun and just exploded, or tossed?
Exploded.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything before toss, dude.
Would you rather get? Okay, well, you said anything
Almost
before toss.
anything, because you just had an idea.
Would you rather get tossed, or for 12 hours you are just there is a train that's ran on you within like an entire prison is running a train on you, but it's just 12 hours from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Toss.
You'd rather get tossed?
50% chance I land on my head.
No, it's less.
No,
You gotta
it's-
think, if you get tossed, you're probably gonna fall. Your body's gonna fall.
Dude, I've been
first.
thinking about it, and I think if I clenched my core at the right time, I could get it so I land on my head.
If you
So I could
clenched
go
your
vertical, my core muscles at the right time, I could like use a little momentum and aim my head. As soon as this question happened on my way home, I was like, "How would I kill myself? How would I make sure I die when I get tossed?" That's I think I'd have to use my core, maybe my.
What if when you got
abdominal
tossed, you thought, okay, I'm gonna shimmy my stomach and maybe I can land on my.
As soon as I realize I
And you
can,
see
I
the-
start
and
yelling,
you see
"Fuck!"
And you see the yeah, exactly. You're like, I'm not moving. No, you see the people on the ground. They start laying out one of those like the firefighter trampoline things for people to jump into. You're like, they're like, we're saving your ass. You're not dying.
You gotta start like trying to swim in the air, like side to side,
To get past
to get
it.
onto the metal thing, so you break your neck at least.
You really want to break your
Dude,
neck.
I thought about it, and I would at least want to be paralyzed, so I didn't feel the ass rape. Because if you're not
Yeah,
paralyzed
yeah.
and you're getting glazed, you feel it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't feel it, then yeah, it's better.
Yeah, I mean for sure.
You'd
If you
want to
don't-
break at least your back.
Yeah, you'd be like, if I don't kill myself, I'm at least hoping to land on my spine.
I'm hoping to no longer have feeling below the
And then you're just,
chest.
but then you're just ahead. Like
no,
you can't
have your.
move anything.
Oh wait, you already don't have your arms.
Yeah, and if you get paralyzed, it's everything from the neck down, so you can't even do any like.
You want to move for him,
No, I'm just saying it.
dude?
Like,
After like one time getting glazed, you give up fighting.
yeah,
Like you're like I already.
it'd
have
be the
nothing.
worst punishment. Just
Yeah.
imagine this. Oh my God, I just figured out how you make a super soldier. Okay, all right, listen. So, you get someone, all right, and you toss them, but you have to do the thing where you set them up where they don't die or whatever. And what happens is you plug them in after they're glazed and dumped or whatever. The military fan boat comes by and picks them up. It's like, you want to be a super soldier and just fuck people up, and they're gonna be like, that's the only thing I've ever wanted. So you're gonna give them arms and legs, like RoboCop,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like a leg can be like a rocket launcher, and one of his arms can be a machine gun. Drop them off
course.
in any country and be like, these are the people who tossed and glazed you. Go
They know
wild.
who tossed and glazed them, dude.
No, you have to blindfold them.
We have to learn the other country's language so we can talk in it when we do this to them.
Yeah, it's pretty in depth.
That's a lot of work.
We're making fucking super soldiers,
Maybe
bro.
we should shoot them in the head after 2 days in the Everglades. If they're not already dead, we just come by and shoot them in the head. Good idea, so we don't get super soldiers and people hating us.
No. We need
We need to end them.
Like Iron Man, how his like heart thing is.
Dude, imagine.
We'll put C4 in there, so if he starts wilding out, like he comes back to the States, we can just self-destruct.
Let's go back to Jesus times. Imagine you're like a town and you just crucified a criminal, then the next day he's off the cross. You know he's coming back to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
So think about it. If you taught someone, glaze them and dump them, then you come back and they're not there anymore, that's the most dangerous thing for your reality now.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So you have to shoot them in the head.
No, if you built them into a robot, but into their heart you put C4, and if they fucking even touch the C4, they would either immediately die or it would explode.
Dude, what are you, Amanda Waller?
What?
That's from Suicide Squad.
I have no idea what that was.
That's basically the premise of Suicide Squad.
Well, yeah. Turn them into suicide agents, and it's like, if you guys start wilding out and start attacking the government, we're gonna just explode you.
Boom, boom, motherfucker.
Yeah, you have no option.
We'll glaze you again.
Yeah, we'll take your arms and legs and we'll dump you back into the fucking Everglades. See how you like it.
Sick fuck.
And your heart will still be made out of C4. So if somehow you make it back out again, we're gonna blow your ass up.
No, dude, we just shoot him in the head.
Dude, you know how we caught Bin Laden?
No.
It was one guy fucked up.
Good.
It was like one dude fucked up. So his whole thing is that he didn't really have people around him use phones and shit because he knew the CIA could like track phones. So it was all just written correspondence. And people were getting caught at the airport with letters for Bin Laden like all the time. Dude, if there is not a quicker way to go to jail than being Arab and having a letter for Bin Laden, dude, you have no idea. You get arrested anywhere. Interpol holds you until the Americans come and pick your ass up, dude. It is not good. There are so many people in jail.
Imagine getting arrested in England and then picked up by the United States and put in Guantanamo Bay because you got a letter to Bin Laden.
Yeah, and it was like, it was
Guantanamo Bay is worse than getting tossed.
Probably.
They actually tortured those people, dude. Like hardcore.
Like horrific.
Don't fuck with our towers, dude.
Yeah, you fucked with the towers. You guys got a couple. You guys, that's the thing, too. I was thinking, whenever America is terrorized, we get hit pretty hard.
Yeah. Well, it's because we're so we are not desensitized to it. Like Middle Eastern countries, they get hit all the time. And they're like, oh, it happened again. Us, it's like, fuck. Like, we celebrate 9/11 every year to be like, remember? Other countries, they'd have to do that every day.
Michael, compared to all the other terrorist attacks in the world, the 9/11 is up there for the most lives lost. You got to think how many.
Dude, Bin Laden was a genius.
Yeah,
he was actually a genius.
He killed like just 1,000 people just in the planes. Like just 1,000 people killed in the planes, and there was like another like 800 to 1,000 people in the towers. Not only talking about the people who were immediately affected because of the crash and like all the cancer that was spread. Dude, that was it. Thinking about it, it was the most devastating terrorist attack of all time, and it happened on American soil. When we get hit, we get hit hard. What?
Nothing. How long have we been going?
Let's see.
So we already had like 20 minutes, dude.
All right, yeah, this is like 31, so we're gonna wrap it up here.
Now.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
All right, peace out, guys.